It is gray, it is wet, but the one saving grace is you could leave the heavy coat at home. Unfortunately, not for long. We have a huge drop in the mercury coming in behind a strong cold front that'll cross the area late this afternoon and this evening. Here's the front and some storms out ahead of it. The cold air is still locked up across the Midwest, but in spots like Chicago, it was in the 70s yesterday, and today we've seen temperatures drop into the 20s, much colder. You can see we've got prefrontal rain moving through the area. We've been dealing with at least scattered showers all day long. The heaviest has been mainly off to the north, and that's what we're seeing right now. You can see a lot of lightning here with a band of downpours over portions of the Lehigh Valley and some steadier rain back into central Pennsylvania, which is trying to fill in a little bit closer to the city. I think we will have a band of more intense rainfall late morning, so 10 a.m. to about noon as this really starts to fill in. But it's not until later today, after 4 o'clock, that the front moves through and brings with it heavy downpours, very strong winds, and even the chance for some gusty thunderstorms. Right now, we've got heavy downpours over parts of Bucks County, right around Bedminster, Richland, up toward Allentown, Lehigh County. Heavy rain falling right there along the northeast extension, along 78 and 22. We do have some lightning being reported with this as well. So rumbles of thunder, a few flashes of lightning, nothing severe, at least for now. But our next weather alert is for rounds of rain that will continue on and off all day long. Slow travel has already begun thanks to just how damp and dreary it is. But it's only going to get worse as the day goes on. Winds will pick up out ahead of the cold front passage and just behind it. So 4 p.m. through at least about midnight tonight, winds could gust to 45 miles per hour. And this evening we'll have a round of heavy rain, embedded strong thunderstorms with gusty winds being the biggest threat, as well as those winds outside of the thunderstorms, which could be gusting again up to 40 or 45 miles per hour. Right now it is mild. Temperatures are in the mid to upper 50s. We'll get to the 60s again today, but coming up we'll talk about the huge drop in temperature that'll follow this front, and I'll walk you through the rain chances hour by hour. Natasha, I'll send it back to you.
All right, Kate.
This morning it felt almost humid and weirdly warm out there. It is not going to feel like that for long, and unfortunately you're not getting much time outside today to enjoy these above average temps because it is raining on and off all day. But the worst of the weather comes later this evening as our strong cold front will cross the region, bringing with it a return to more winter typical weather. Let's talk about right now. You can see it is raining in Philadelphia. We've got raindrops on the camera lens here. It's cloudy. Rain is relatively light for now, but it is going to be picking up in intensity as the day goes on. And right now we've got some heavier downpours and even some rumbles of thunder and flashes of lightning up across our northern suburbs in the Lehigh Valley especially. It's 57 degrees in Philadelphia, but winds are starting to really pick up from the southwest right now at 12 miles an hour. Winds are only going to get stronger throughout the day. And what I want to show you is a 24-hour temperature change. So compared to this time yesterday, all through the mid-Atlantic region, we are above where we were yesterday. We're 11 degrees warmer than this time yesterday in the city. We're 12 degrees warmer there in West Virginia, but look at Springfield, Illinois. It is currently 40 degrees colder right now than it was at this time yesterday. Chicago has dropped 33 degrees in the past 24 hours. That just shows you how strong this front is, and it shows you exactly where it is right now. That is what's coming in for us through this evening and into tonight. So out ahead of the main cold front, we're getting rounds of rain and thunder. That'll be with us throughout the day, but the actual frontal passage is not until this evening. So rain will be on and off at some points throughout the late morning hours. It may pick up in intensity, then it may taper to just a few showers, but this will really pick up after about 4 p.m. as the main cold front crosses the region. Right now, though, we have some steady rain here over parts of Bucks County into the Lehigh Valley. Right now, Lehigh and Northampton counties getting hit with some heavy rain, and down into just off to the west here, Pottsville into Berks County, we've got some heavy rain and even some lightning being reported. And this is only going to increase as this continues to move in. Now, there will be a little bit of a lull just ahead of the main cold front where it tapers to a few showers. That's between about noon and 3, and then it picks back up again. So wind advisory for the entire Northeast, basically. This will go through 4 o'clock tomorrow morning. And this is mainly for the winds just ahead of and just behind the cold front, where gusts could reach 40, even 45 miles per hour. So you can see the rain that's out there right now will continue through mid-morning. You could see some heavier downpours up toward the Poconos with lightning and thunder as well. Little bit of a break in the action, or at least the rain tapering to just showers midday. before this really starts to roar through this evening. 4 p.m. rain picking up off to the west. 5, 6 o'clock, you can see this line of bright yellow, heavy downpours in the city right down I-95 toward Wilmington, and possibly even a few gusty thunderstorms embedded within this area of rain. Biggest threat with any thunderstorm would be wind gusts over 50, even 60 miles per hour as this blasts through. In addition, rain, we could see ½ inch to an inch of rain. It'll be quick hitting, not enough to cause widespread flooding, but certainly enough to really slow down that evening commute. Winds continue to increase through the day, gusts by noon up to about 34 miles an hour. By 9 o'clock, winds are gusting over 40 miles per hour, and that will continue into at least the first part of the overnight. And our severe risk has actually been nudged a little bit further south to include northern Delaware, Delaware County, our nearby north and west suburbs. The darker green area is a level 1 risk. That's the lowest risk we have. But it's not often we see this in the month of February, and it does mean that any storm embedded within that area of rain could bring strong, severe wind gusts. And watch the temperature tank as we go from the 60s to the 40s by midnight, and we start tomorrow morning no better than freezing with wind chills in the 20s. The cold isn't here long, though. We rebound over the weekend. A few shower chances, but nothing all that active, and we're back to the low 60s by Sunday. Natasha, back over to you.
All right, a little bit of a whirlwind.